So let's take a look at changing and editing your profile. I can get to your profile, your own profile, by selecting your stuff in profile, or I can just select my name and the user bar. I'm going to go ahead and select my name, and you can see this is me. I've got some things I've already edited, and I'll change some other items. You'll also see a user badge at the bottom. If you're a SolidWorks employee, it'll state that. We also carried over the 3 different recognition levels from our old system, which was member, contributor, and then MVP. And you get points for posting, and you get points for providing good answers that the person who asked the question can say was the correct answer to that. You actually get 4 points instead of 1. So let's just go back in, and you can see again, I click my profile, and I can just see some things like similar people, my recent activities. But I'm going to change the couple things we want everyone to edit. Is I can have a profile picture and an avatar, that disappears right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on that image, and I'm going to upload a picture. And I'll say upload and continue. And then I get this little crop bar, so I can move it, I can hold it down, drag it. I'm going to go ahead and use these little corners and drag it out about as big as it goes. That looks pretty good. I'm going to say crop photo. Okay, that looks good. Yes, I do actually want to use this as my avatar also. So you'll notice that the box is a little bit smaller so that you can get into that little smaller area. I just moved it around. That looks actually pretty good. And I'm going to say finish. Now you notice both my picture and my avatar appear, and you can see my avatar appears right here. And as I hover over it, you will notice that some information appears. There isn't signatures on the new site, but there's something better than that. And when I hover over anyone's name, you can see some quick information. All the email is hidden. You'll see their badge, how many points, and any recent content and things they may have performed. So I'm just going to say, okay, I'm done with my profile and my avatar. I'm going to return. So I want to edit some of the information. So you'll see there's 3 actions here. I can edit. I already did the change my photo. I'm going to go to edit profile. There's a couple other things I might want to edit. I might want to add some things here, but you can see a software version. I can say, tell other users that I'm using 2010 Beta 1. It's my primary system, and I'm using Enterprise PDM 2010. My hardware, I'm just going to go ahead and say I've got LM65. I've got 2 gigabytes of RAM. NVIDIA M300. So I'm going to save those changes, just hitting the save button. Now when I hover over my image, you see it added some information. I had the SolidWorks 2010, so you know what version I'm using if I ask a question. You can also see a little bit about my hardware. Of course, I spelled it wrong. I didn't check that, but I can go back and change that again very easily by just hitting Edit Profile again. Let's say NVIDIA. And say Save. And now when I hover over my image at any point in time, no matter where I am, if I'm in one of these posts, you'll see that my user information is updated. There's also a Preferences button here, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that when we talk about how you get notifications. But by default, if you comment on something, if you create a brand new post, it will create bookmarks and email you. You can also change these things anytime you wish. We use a threaded view. If you want to go back to a flat view, you can do that also. So that's a little bit about my profile. Really encourage everyone to come in here, add your image, add your picture, update your avatar, update your profile information, in particular with the software version and a brief description of your hardware, so when people come in, they can easily see what you're working on and what kind of hardware you have.